So it looks like the Tournament of Power will be running through March 2018, guys. And I want to go ahead and say, before I get all into this, shout out to one of my mods in my streams for Dokkan Battle, Wild Tiger. He did tweet this to me so I can actually see this. And basically, we're going to be in this arc, the Tournament of Power arc. We're going to be in this for a very long time. So it looks like we're going to be here for 5 months, guys. So that is literally about, I want to say roughly somewhere close to about maybe 20 more episodes, depending on when it does end in March. So we should be somewhere, I would say, if they do take in any kind of timeouts, pretty much like they just, you know, don't put one out 1 week, one Sunday or Saturday, depending on whenever you watch it, then, you know, it could kind of go down to maybe like, you know, 17 if they do decide to take breaks, maybe 17 episodes or something like that. So we're going to be in this for a good little bit. So the first thing to take away from the interview of Dragon Ball Super is basically this team, basically the production team, can't basically really say when Dragon Ball Super is going to end, especially when as basically they're saying that the Universal Survival arc is basically just now heating up. So that basically means that I think there's like 20 something minutes still left in the Tournament of Power in this arc of basically the actual tournament. So it looks like we still have a lot of things to really go on. We have a lot of things with Jiren. I'm still thinking we're going to see a little bit of the Toppo and Vegeta fight. We still have the Kefla versus Goku as well. So with all that being in there, it would kind of make more sense if we still had around 20 episodes. I would roughly say maybe about 19 or so episodes to really go in with this. So that's one thing to really think of there. So, and they also can't basically, they can't say whether or not the Dragon Ball Super will link up with the original manga and anime, basically the ending of Dragon Ball Z, where you kind of had Oob come in, and we've already had Oob mentioned already in Dragon Ball Super. So I would personally say that Toriyama's not really going to end this off until we do get that last arc per se of Oob coming in, because he was basically hinted out already, and we kind of know that Goku basically takes, you know, sets off with Oob and trains him to, you know, kind of be the next, you know, warrior guardian of the earth. That way he can kind of like, you know, sit back and chill, and whenever he does pass on, you know, the earth can actually have a defender there. So we do know that. Now, if that ties in, that's going to be awesome to really see that. And the Universal arc itself appears, yeah, so it's definitely going to be slated to go through of March 2018. So remember, we're going to be here for a good little bit in this arc. So there's a lot of things that's probably still going to happen. So Toriyama doesn't know basically if he has anything in mind to basically continue the story off. Now, this is what I want to go ahead and say. I would personally like to put my own, you know, theories and all that stuff in this, to where we're probably going to have this Tournament of Power end. It's probably going to end off, hopefully, I would love to really have Gogeta finally be canon, and, you know, they can have it to where it ends off with Goku, Vegeta, and maybe Frieza, you know, versus Jiren, and then Jiren kind of takes out Frieza first, and because he sees, you know, Frieza as that cunning, you know, threat, to where it's just going to be like, okay, he'll probably play like really dirty and stuff, so he takes him out first, and then, you know, it just leads to Goku, Vegeta versus Jiren, and, you know, they both try to face him one-on-one, it doesn't work, and then they go back and, you know, try to tag team him, doesn't work, and then, you know, it leads to, you know, Gogeta being a canon character, and, you know, basically giving Jiren a run for his money, and probably ending up about to possibly finish him off. Like, I would say he should possibly be able to finish Jiren off, especially how strong, and, you know, basically how Gogeta doesn't really take any nonsense. He just goes straight after, you know, the win. So I would possibly say that he would probably go in, maybe have a difficult time for a little bit with Jiren, then looks like he's about to beat him, and then they defuse, and then Goku and Vegeta have to beat him, you know, maybe a final Kamehameha him off the platform and win it all, then basically go back and actually pretty much wish for everyone to be back. So I think that's one thing that could possibly happen in that one. Then, you know, Jiren and everyone kind of sees that they're not really bad guys or anything. So I can kind of really see that, which would tie into leading up into Goku versus Oob at the World Tournament, and we see how how strong Oob is basically to Goku's base form after being through all of these trials and tribulations and everything that's kind of went on in Dragon Ball Super. We can see that and kind of, you know, gauge that to how strong Oob really is, especially when he's just now getting into his abilities. He's starting to learn his power and everything, and basically just getting stronger and stronger as he's fighting Goku as well. So we can kind of get into that and really see that, and we kind of put that, you know, limit, that bar kind of really set into how strong Oob is compared to Goku in his base form. So that'd be awesome to really see. And then we could possibly get another maybe arc with Oob, you know, a little time skip of Oob being, you know, stronger. So I would probably say that I would like to see maybe Toriyama probably has maybe about a year and a half left in Dragon Ball Super, and that's including any kind of little fillers that they have in between, you know, the big arcs and stuff. So that would be really awesome to really see. There's nothing else right now regarding the future potential of things in addition to the crossover TV specials and theater films. Like I said, I think we should have, well, theatrical films, I think we should have probably at least 2 more films. I want to go ahead and put that on record. I'd say maybe have 2 more films, which would be awesome. And then additional announcements will come in due time starting later this year. So the takeaway from this one is the Tournament of Power arc, March 2018, that's when it's slated to end. Probably Toriyama probably has maybe about 2 more arcs up his sleeve in this one, and then maybe, like I said, when they probably end this off, it'll probably be somewhere in the lines of the last arc. We'll probably have like Pan, a Super Saiyan, maybe Goku's gonna train her until she's a Super Saiyan God as well. You have Oob, you have Goten and Trunks that actually, you know, have grown up a lot more, that are different, way different counterparts from their GT selves. And then you could have I want to say Bulla, and yeah, Bulla just, you know, being a Super Saiyan as well, probably a Super Saiyan God, maybe not a Super Saiyan God then, because it depends on how long of a, like, I want to say, of the time skip that we kind of get through this one at the end of Dragon Ball Super. So maybe we see her somewhere around being able to finally reach a level of being a god, or close to being able to reach a god. At that point, you can kind of have Goku being a master to, you know, 3 students, and then Vegeta being a master to his 2 students, which is his kids. And you can have that, and then they, you know, they can kind of like live their lives without having to worry about coming in and fighting anymore with this next kind of generation. And then if Toriyama ever sees interest into being like, hey, I can, you know, write it anymore, you know, I can write for another couple years or something like that, then we can also have like a new, you know, Dragon Ball, you know, generations, whatever. I'm just taking it from Boruto Next Generation right there. But you can have that kind of ideal thing to where we get a story with those characters at the end, and it kind of, you know, their little battles up leading into whatever it is, or whatever they want to do, what Toriyama wants to write then. I think that'd be awesome, because like at the end of the day, this is still a lot of content for a gacha game, Dokkan Battle that I do play. There's still a lot of possibility there, a lot of life from Dragon Ball Super there, especially from this being all the way until March 2018. So yeah, that's a lot of things. And you guys can let me know in the comment section below how you guys really think about this, and how you feel about the Tournament of Power arc being all the way till this long, 5 months away. You guys can let me know what you think about that in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Share this video out, and I'm out, guys. Peace. The 3-star, is this one going to be the 3-star? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait, because this can be a troll too.